G'day, today we're having a look at level 30 in the Editor's Bulletin DLC of Train Valley 2. It's the last level in this DLC. We have 19 minutes. We can't allow trains arrive at the wrong station, and we can't build more than 190 track tiles. Pastures new as its name. Okay, so I've done this one a few times. That trains to the wrong station is a killer in this one because you can see there are so many stations, and so that's what we've really got to be looking out for. But workers down the bottom, workers down the other side bottom, and workers on the top right. We can't get to those workers yet because we need dynamite. So dynamite is the thing that we are looking at first. So we're going to get these guys connected, and we're going to get these guys connected. Just things that they can just start working on straight away. We'll get that connected there too. Just so that we can send copper ingots across as soon as we can. Now, we do have this switch gate up here, but I don't think we ever need to use it. My goal, at least, is to see if I can avoid going up there. Then I don't really have to worry about track tile numbers if I'm not sweeping all the way up. And I don't find that it's overly limiting me either. What I'm going to do next is I'm just going to build it down this hill. And then swing up to connect to this guy. And then this guy we're going to get as high up there as we can. Wouldn't be bad to get guys in there. So the books are only needed for the, what are they? Engineers. We need engineers up there, and we can see that this guy needs 14 microchips and 7 engineers, and then down here we need 7 engineers. So we need 21 books. So, wouldn't be bad getting guys just sort of in there for whenever we have electricity. That they're sort of working on it. Let's make sure we actually send things to the right place. Right, we'll get this first lot of these guys over here. Appliances aren't really probably the priority for ingots. But it's more that money that we're getting for delivering ingots that's worthwhile at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll deliver these 2 lots of workers, deliver 1 more lot of ingots, and then hopefully we should be close to enough money that we can start making our next move. Really, our next move has to be that we purchase this. That does give us the ability to go and just deliver these guys straight away. Get those guys on the move too. I'm not going to actually use those 7 guys yet. Because what we want to do is we'll get sand connected here. I want to get this guy connected as well. Then we'll come down here. I'm just trying to work out my pattern. So I was finding that if we run this guy across here, that's sort of where we want him going. So this guy we want to connect in there, and then connect everyone else to this side of this guy. So these 7 guys we're going to send up to sand. Now initially we're going to need to make 7 dynamite, and then 2 single pieces of dynamite as well for the 2 explosions. We will need more sand for the chips, but that'll be in a little bit. So at the moment what we need is 9 sand. So we're going to just send up 9 guys because you can see workers are a little bit of a commodity at the moment. We are using them also just to sort of fund a lot of what we're doing. So some of these guys we're just moving around to places they can go, where we will eventually need them anyway. And other ones we're moving because it's exactly where we need them. So we can run this guy down here, connect him in there. And while the gate's still open, we can send down some polymers. Now when it comes to the steel wire, we need 7 steel wire over here. We also need some steel wire for the dynamite. So cost us 20,000. Both of them will get 21,000 in return. So we sort of make it, it's not a loss at least at that point. We've got the two of them through. I'll send another lot of these guys just to give us that little extra money. To keep the lights on. So what we're going to do is we'll start moving these guys down. Get them delivered to make us that extra money too. Let's move these guys over to... I feel like I've ended up with a weird number up there. So, it's a 1. I was going to say, let's set of 2 guys. There we go, that's the 2 guys that are sort of uneven down that way. Okay, so we can then send 7 workers down. We don't really need 7 in the dynamite at this point. Send them up and we'll send them down to the books. And then I'll just send 3 workers down this way. Got enough money now that what we can do is build this, and you can see that's where that connections come into play. And these. So what we're going to do now is send 14 of these along. And what we're going to do is just send the amount of workers we currently have down that way. We'll send these guys over to the ingots. Okay, now what we want to do is move 2 wire. So we're just going to wait for it to hit 2. As soon as we got that, I'm going to shift these guys. The lights are going to stay on for the whole time. So let's move another lot of our uranium up this way. That's 1. It's 2, so we're going to send these guys down that way. At the same time, I'm going to send 7 more guys up to uranium. 7 more guys over to ingots. Okay, now what we want to do is just build the roads we're going to need to do demolition on. And we're going to need to break these up into singles. So that's 1. And send him off down that way. That's 2. Send these guys off to uranium. While that's open, we'll send the remaining 4 sand all the way down here. Great. Gives us access to a whole bunch more workers. Alright, we'll buy rubber. Just wait for that to kick in. Immediately get rubber production going. These 14 guys we're going to send straight on through to fires. These 6 guys we'll send down here to the dynamite. In fact, I'm going to send the first 7 of these guys down to the wire. Just make sure those lights stay on. These guys, send them up there. Almost caught ourselves there. So I can send this guy back here. It's not the wrong destination if they go back to where they were. so they can just be delivered back into that spot. Luckily, we didn't have anything making, so we didn't lose anything either. That little forgivable mistake we've made. Okay, when it comes to tires, what do we need them for? We need them for appliances, which means we need them for engineers, which means that we're going to need 28 of them. So we do need to keep sending guys down this way. This guy, I'm going to send up here. Send this guy down that way. I'm just checking, double checking to make sure that we've gotten all the arrows right for where we're sending people. Just keep an eye on this because we want 28 guys in there, so that's where this next lot of workers down the bottom will go. These workers down here I'm going to send over to be the last lot for the books. Now with the books as well, what we can do is get... I don't need to go so wide. Connected in there. Okay, so we can send this guy down there now. We can send these guys down to dynamite. Okay. So then what we need to move is the rubber. We need to get our tires starting in their manufacturing. And we want to start working on getting what we need over to engineers. Although we can't really start our engineers until we've got our appliances, so we're sort of 2 steps back on that. So both lots of these guys can go down to the engineers. They can be joined by 2 lots of books. I'm just going to do it as 2 lots because I sort of want these operating in... like, I'm going to do the engineers sort of in lots of 14, I think is the way to sort of wrap my head around it. Move these guys up and over there. I'm going to send the dynamite, get it delivered. Then what we need to do is we need to work on getting the wire made. So we're going to need 14 wire for the chips, and then we're going to need 7 wire additionally. We also need another lot of appliances too. So I think the amount of copper I've got made is correct. Sure that guy's going the right way. Good. So we won't wait around with these guys. We'll get first lot of tires on the move. Okay. So then what we need is we're going to need, what I say, 21 more wire. So let's get more of these guys on the move. While it's open, let's get more uranium just delivered. This guy's also going to need more wire, so we've already got 5 made. So really what we need is, it's 2 lots, and then it's just 2 more after that. As long as the lights stay on as these guys arrive, we might be able to just send this as a group of 2. So send him around, we'll just have that guy stop for a second. I'm going to send this as the group of 2. Luckily I did that because that guy would have gotten in the way anyway. Okay, so he's going that way, the group of 2's going that way. This guy's hit capacity, so let's Spend him a little bit. We'll get him to deliver some guys over here. We just sort of need this guy to hit 7s, and then once he's got those 7s, then we can send this extra guy. Send this guy down to appliances, because I can now pick another lot of guys. Put this guy around and get him delivered down here. We'll then send the tires down to also get delivered to the appliances. And then what we need to do is move the rubber. Gotta get up here. Let's deliver more workers up here. We just need enough workers to match the ingots. So we'll send that guy, then we'll send workers so that they start as soon as possible. Then send the other lot of workers. Since these guys aren't touching that path, I'm going to send the polymers down too. Again, we don't need the full capacity of these. We just need like 2 more than what's currently sitting in there. And I'm not really sure how much more I need of ingots, so I'm just going to send more guys to ingots again. Time we buy that. And time we send these. Now, where is that coming up? Still on the way up, or? The story. We need things delivered before we can see it, maybe. Let's assume that's a thing. Okay, so we've got 2 lots of these guys going over there. We do need 2 more lots of appliances, so we will start to send the copper ingots that way. In fact, we need 3 more lots of appliances. Send these guys down that way as well. We'll send these guys down here to get that running. We'll send these guys down to get customs back open. Didn't realize we lost electricity through that. So as that's going, let's send this wire home. Just in case this is part of why we can't see these guys yet. Get this guy on the move. So sorry, we will need 1 more lot of thing. There we go, great. Okay. We will need 1 more lot of appliances too. And really we can connect these 2, and it's just that if we need to speed anything through this way, got the option. May as well take advantage of it. Okay. So we need to make 14 sand. So let's get these guys up here. Let's send these guys along, follow up behind them. We then need 14 wire, we've got them being made. We also need 14 polymers, which we currently have. Just easy to purchase. And we've got 14 worth of engineers currently being made, so they can go in there. We've still got 9 in there, so we can shift stuff through here nice and quick. So since you're ingredient number 1, we won't use the fast gate. We'll let these guys go the long way. We're going to use the fast gate for things that we think need to move quickly. This guy can go in there too. Following up behind those guys, we can send the 14 wire. Now I think, do I need more wire? No, I just delivered that first lot of wire. Alright, we are covered for wire. That's the wire. Sand's still coming along. Almost got our engineers ready to go. Engineers number 1 can go and we can send them through. What do we need? We don't really need to send them through the fast route, do we? Send the workers up. And send more guys over here. Send first lot of sand. Gonna send some of these guys down to keep the gates open. Gonna slow him down for a second. Okay, now we don't have the sand ready yet, but what we need to do is start making the next things ready to go. So we need these guys up here and there, and I'm going to send these guys up behind them. We're then going to send... Where have I got? 14 guys. 14 guys from here. Those two are going to go up that way. We are then going to have them followed up by appliances. Those are going to be followed up by the books. Five minutes at this stage. I'm going to move uranium just up here first before I move the sand. Although the sand can move at the same time as the uranium. Sand again we'll just send a long way. It's not really a big deal for it. Engineers are going to be getting made way longer than the chips are. Okay, we then still need 7 more appliances. Get all these guys in here. We can deliver these microchips. Four minutes, 3.5 minutes. Basically, we just need to make sure that the electricity doesn't switch off. That's the big thing at this point. There's our rocket back there. So next up is going to be the first lot of engineers we get here. We're going to send this guy down the bottom. We'll just double check to make sure we've got all of them heading the right way. 3 minutes left. So those engineers are what we're going to be waiting the very end for, but that's where we will use this gate. Just a note as well, we still have a heap of track tiles. I don't know if there would have been much value in going around the outside here as opposed to using the tunnel early. Possibly, but doesn't seem like we're going to need it. Two minutes, and we need 2 more of these guys. Let's just speed time up a little bit. Send them that way. We'll just make sure all those gates are facing the right way. Alright, we've got 2 minutes to get these guys across the map. Just double check everywhere else. Don't go fast forward because we don't want to accidentally arrive at the wrong place right now. Done. Another DLC in the books. Game time, not too bad. Fun's pretty good. Real time, pretty good as well. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.